I never knew the Speaker would take that thing so serious. And especially when Haruna Iddrisu is a lawyer. I don't know whether he practiced, but I know he's a lawyer. And therefore, would have come to know that the Speaker in the first place did not have the jurisdiction to pronounce on that matter. I mean, we are dealing with constitutional matters here. We are dealing with the Constitution of Ghana. Nobody is using his brain to talk.
But that very action was pursuant to a provision in the Constitution.
Which
so
provision?
How then?
Which provision?
Article 97(1).
Yeah, I'm coming there. I'm coming there. I mean, the Constitution is a whole. You don't pick and choose. And even if you look at 97 H, it did not say the Speaker should do the pronouncement.
But what does your Constitution say?
No, you wait. I'm doing analysis. I'll come there. Okay. Whatever that I say, I will analyze whatever that I say.
Right.
I'm saying that what the Speaker himself is a lawyer. And for anybody for a lawyer to present a petition to another lawyer, and for them to do that kind of shameful thing, to me, I mean, I'm so shocked. First of all, the Speaker didn't have jurisdiction to pronounce. Because look, if you look at Article 99, just watch listen to Article 99. Article 99 says, the High Court, that is determination of a membership of a parliament. And it says, Article 91 says that the High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and to determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of parliament, or the seat of a member of parliament has become vacant. So if a seat of a member of parliament has become vacant, it is the High Court that is supposed to pronounce on that. Not the Speaker of Parliament.
If we are using the wording here is here, not to pronounce. They are here. We are taking the action to the High Court to say that, oh, this seat is vacant, or this person has been elected as a member of Parliament.
You are taking what to
But that is what the Constitution is saying.
The Constitution says that the High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear. It's not like, when you say hear, it's not like, oh, somebody to, no.
To like take it to the High Court.
To adjudicate upon. The here means to adjudicate upon. It's not just like somebody come and say, oh, seat is vacant, then the High Court say, okay, bye-bye. No. The High Court should be the person, should be the body or the entity that should adjudicate upon when a seat is vacant in Parliament. So that pronouncement should come from the High Court. So that the person that brought the matter would then inform the Speaker that, Speaker, we have gone to court, and this is the pronouncement of the High Court. Then the Speaker would then convene Parliament and tell Parliament that the High Court has taken a decision, and this is the decision of High Court.
So Parliament should be running on the decisions of High Court.
No, in this matter, when it's not like, you see, in a matter where there is vacancy in Parliament, and especially because, look, there's one other thing. For instance, if there is an issue, that is where the court comes in. If there is no issue, for instance, if maybe MPP writes to the Speaker of Parliament that, oh, this particular person is no longer a member of the party, and then the person also has said that, yes, I am no longer a member of the party, then in that case there is no issue. So the matter is clear and unambiguous for anybody to now take it to High Court.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? So in that case, the Speaker can come and say, oh, and pronounce on that matter. But where there is a problem, where even you have not even heard from the occupants of that particular seat, you haven't heard from them.
But we've heard from the Electoral Commission. There's been a notice of poll to say that these people have intended to go independent, and they are
even I will come there
in the same constituencies.
Listen, I'll come there because I just want to prove to you that in the first place, the Speaker of Parliament did not have jurisdiction. He went ultra vires his powers, and to me that was procedural inappropriate.
Okay.
And therefore null and void. That ruling should not stand anywhere. That is number one. Secondly, his pronouncement. Let me still go back small. Somebody will say that, okay, but how about in the past, where they were ruling on this? In the past, remember, while you seeing case, he moved from one constituency, one party to the other. It's not like hearsay. He himself said that, okay, my lord, I'm no longer a member of the NDC. I want to join the NPP. And he moved, and he thought he would do that and still sit, and still sit in parliament. So he moved from the NDC to the NPP, and then the speaker says no. In that case, there is no issue at all because the person himself has moved from one party to the other, and still want to remain in parliament. That is where the seat was declared vacant. So this that particular one, there is no issue at all. I mean, anybody at all could have taken that decision, and therefore it is completely different. The ratio is completely different from what happened the last time. And if you look at Article 97, what does 97 say? 97 says that a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. And then the G and H, it says that if he leaves the party of which he was a member of the, or if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seek to remain in parliament as an independent member. First of all those people that Bagbe says they have gone to join another party.
Is it Bagbe who is saying?
But he's the one who said it.
Oh, but how? Cynthia Morrison. Listen. All these people in question have themselves come out to say that they are going independent.
No, it doesn't matter.
How does it matter?
You listen there. You listen. You see, I hope you are doing constitutional law.
Saka, this is.
Yeah, I hope you are doing it now.
No, I have finished doing it.
Yeah, you've done it long ago. I'm saying in interpretation of constitution.
That is not. That is not in the purview of you and I. That is the Supreme Court's.
No, listen. We are doing analysis.
Supreme Court's business.
A business to do what?
To interpret the constitution.
I'm not talking about interpretation now. I'm talking about the. Okay, I'm talking about interpretation, but not the Supreme Court original jurisdiction. We all know that the Supreme Court is the only body clothed with the original and exclusive jurisdiction of interpretation.
Absolutely.
And if you look at Article 130, it is so clear.
Absolutely.
About that. And I'm saying that if you are interpreting the Constitution, it's not like interpretation of these and those things, where maybe you just look at the literal words and try, or even technical words, and try to give their technical meanings and those things. No. Constitution is so special that before you do the interpretation, there are so many things that come in. And that is the reason why we have different type of interpretations. We have, the MOPA. I mean, that is what we use now. Yeah. The modern interpretation approach. And we have others. The literal, after the literal, I mean, it is not often used in constitution. So if you look at the 97, which the petitioners and Bagbe, unfortunately, pronounce based on the literal understanding. We all know, one, constitutions are interpreted sometimes to kill a certain mischief. And in this particular case, the framers, the intention of the framers of the Constitution had the original reason why they put this thing there. In the past, the stronger political parties used to influence, coerce the weaker ones to join them even in parliament.
But is that still not the case?
No, that is not the case.
How?
Oh, listen, that is this particular one. This particular 97 is the one that comes to kill that mischief. So that if you are an NDC and you want to coerce MPP member to become part of you, that member eventually will lose that seat, and the seat will be declared vacant for a by-election to be held. So that is a mischief that this particular one came to kill. And what did he say? It says that within that period, that the life of that parliament, you cannot do that. You cannot jump from one political party to the other and still remain in office. in Parliament. That is what this whole thing sought to do. If I have intention to contest, or for instance today, if I'm a member of Parliament, and I say that in 20 years' time, I will be an NDC person, then you say, oh, please come, then vacate your seats now. It is an intention. And as we are speaking,
so are you saying,
no, listen, let me make this point.
No, we need to bring clarity in order for us to progress.
Let me make this point.
In order for us to progress, we need to bring clarity.
Listen.
So is that to say that the declaration of going independent or crossing carpets from these individuals in question, these 4 MPs, is it to say that my train of thought.
No, but
is it to say that it was prospective?
No.
And that we weren't doing it now, and it's a matter of the future?
Because if Morrison, like Cynthia Morrison, like this, she's still a member of the NPP.
But she lost the primary. So what are you talking about?
Listen, she's still a member of the NPP. She has not changed her political party. Whatever that she's doing at the Electoral Commission is in the future. But she still has allegiance with the NPP in Parliament. So she has not moved from one party to the other. The same with the independent candidate. He still remain an independent.
But the Constitution expressly stated, not necessarily. I mean, the fact that if you're moving from one party to the other is existential. However, if you're going independent, it's also a cause for removal or declaring your seat vacant.
No. If you are going independent, for instance, you are a member of MPP, and then you say that, okay, I will no longer be an MPP, so I'm independent, and still want to remain in power, your seat will be declared vacant. So if you are an independent too, and you decide that you are going to join a political party, your seat. And if you are an NPP member, you decide to go independent, your seat should be declared vacant. But why not? Can you let me talk? Can you let me explain so that listeners will understand what it means? I am saying that what they meant is that it's not like you are going to contest for the next election. Like if we just tell Ghanaians that, oh, I am an independent political party, an independent person, but I am now joining an MPP. Whilst in Parliament, like you are taking your seat and joining the party, a different party with your seat. They are not saying if you have your own, for instance, ambition, that the next election, which has nothing to do with the current.
But if you have said you are going independent, it's evident that you are leaving the party of which you belong, or on the ticket which
for the time being you are still for the time being you are still a member of the political party or the political vehicle that brought you to Parliament.
Until your term is over. That's what you mean. Until your term is over.
You haven't jettisoned that political vehicle that brought you to Parliament. And insofar as you are still with that vehicle, nobody can come and say that you have crossed carpet. But if you decide that within the life of the Parliament, you are crossing to a different political party, within that life of Parliament, you are crossing to a different political party, that is where your seat will be declared vacant. And this thing is so easy for people to understand. Okay. And I'm shocked.
It's very easy in another. But so if that is the case, let's just assume that what you're saying is what the case is. Why haven't these 4 come out to speak?
They've spoken.
Where?
They've spoken. We saw Cynthia Morrison yesterday with the MPP group.
And what did she say?
You saw all of them. None of them said that they are no longer with the MPP group. That is the reason why our number is still 137. If they had moved, the MPP will not be 137 members of Parliament. And therefore, people who still belong to the party, you are telling they have moved. So it doesn't matter that
So if they haven't moved, why can they not come out to say?
Forget
or to
about
stand
even coming
ground?
out or not coming out. I am saying that none of them has come out to say that they are no longer with the MPP in the life of this Parliament. And another ridiculous thing that I've heard was, why is the judiciary intruding in the work of the legislature? OHEMAA, you know it. That we operate the supremacy of the Constitution.
Absolutely.
We don't operate parliamentary supremacy. We don't. We have coordinate powers. But you see, the powers that parliament, executives, and the judiciary have, sometimes they overlap. And I'm even saying that those who are saying, oh, there is a political question, whatever in parliament, I mean, should remain a closed book, and people should not pose their nose into. No, we don't operate that. If parliament is doing something that is unconstitutional, that violates the tenets of the Constitution, anybody can bring. I mean, Article 1 is there, Article 1(2), that says that you can bring a matter. 2(1), that you can bring a matter, but Article 1(2) actually talk about the supremacy of the Constitution.
But do you know that same Article 2(1) indicates that the Supreme Court makes a declaration. The Supreme Court does not injunct or gives an order of stay of execution to the Parliament for operating its business. Check your constitution. You have a constitution.
No, I will tell you that.
Check Article 2(1).
No, listen, the Supreme Court is...
Please, can I borrow your constitution?
Listen, OHEMAA. OHEMAA. Forget about... OHEMAA, listen to me.
I'm listening to you, Saka.
The Supreme Court is the apex court of this land.
Of course.
They can injunct. They can do...
They can injunct Parliament.
Yeah, they can injunct the decision. Listen.
Where in the Constitution does this?
So are you saying that
this power? Which part of the Constitution gives the Supreme Court this power? Because let me read Article 2(1). 2(1)(b). It says, okay.
It says what?
Okay, so 2(2) actually. The Supreme Court shall, for the purposes of a declaration under clause 1 of this article, purposes of declaration. And so if someone alleges that the enactment or anything contained in or done under the authority of that or any enactment, and the person sends an action or seeks interpretation from the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, for the purposes of declaration.
Read.
Declaration under clause 1 of this article, make such orders and give such direction